Welcome. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for clicking in. Thank you for your likes, overwhelming comments, positive, negative. They are always welcome, definitely. Am I on or am not on? Oh, you're welcome. I'm not sure if I'm on or not. Can you let me know if I'm on or if I'm not on? Let me know. Okay. Am I guess yes. Is my system dragging or it's my phone, which is, I think it's my phone dragging. Can someone please see me? I'm on. Thank you so much, Cecilia. Okay, Asante. I'm on, okay? Yeah. Rabbi. I can't take this anymore. Okay. Okay. Looks like my other gadget is one dragging me. All right. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for clicking in. Thank you for your likes, overwhelming comments, positive, negative. They are all welcomed apart from insults. But if you have any, bring it on. Because thank you so much, Elvis, for seeing me. I see you over here too. Thank you so much for coming through. Asanteni sana, everyone who has just joined us in this live this beautiful evening. Remember, it's my birthday month, and all other August babies, all the Leos in the house. I wish you a happiest birthday ever. Growing all is a virtue, and we are in all. We are in it, all of us, isn't it? Nixon Beresha, I'm talking to the retired generals, wrinkled ladies like me. People who are aging gracefully with Wi-Fi's on top of their heads. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I have nothing to do about it. Nixon Beresha, how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming through. Rochella is also in the house. Nikki's also in the house. At Sante Sana for coming through. I can see Mary Mo also in the house. Thank you so much. Breman and Hamida, they're also in the house. Lauren Cherono, Cecilia Hubbard, they're also in the house. Diane Sina, Joe O, they're all in the house. Cecilia Hubbard, our head mistress, our principal, our head teacher, our everything. Prepare my Panadols. She is in the house. Then Sina, I see over there. Merceras, you know that first name has always been troubling me. Forgive me. Marcela, thank you so much. Elvis, I see in the house. Thank you so much for coming through. Mike Jones is also in the house. Thank you so much, Mike. Is also in the house. Why do you keep putting that boy picture on your thumbnail? You are just as evil, spreading the poor child. Okay, thank you so much for reminding me how evil I am. Let me take that as a compliment. Thank you so much. I would have taken it so positively, but I don't know how to take it right now since I'm evil. Asante sana for your compliment. The passage finder is also in the house. You know, people who are like Marwa. Marwa will put his child publicly on his videos, and he will expect other people not to use the same videos that he is always putting out. So what is public is already public, okay? I don't have any other word to put. I've been trying to avoid it, but it's out here regardless. I might not use it. Someone else will use it. It's just the same story going on. And I did not put that boy on my thumbnail because I'm greedy or I want something from anyone, okay? I'm not asking for donations at this point because of someone's face. So I don't have those ill intentions, but Since Mr. Fruits Money has decided to call me evil, let me remain in my small corner with my evilness. Thank you so much, Mr. Fruits. Steve E, I can see in the house. Carmo, hi. Kindly welcome Mr. Fruits Money and tell him not to be too bitter. He's too bitter. Just stay in, bro. Just stay in and pick my pictures. Post on your posts. Feel free. You are always here. I've always known. So chill. You are my greatest admirer. October Rice, I can see also in the house. Thank you so much. Me, I don't want too many enemies around me. They're smelling like I am Marwa's sewage that is always open to go to River Nyabuhanzi, River YouTube. Oh, I see you in the house. Nick Mberesha, I also see in the house. Diane Sina, do you know what we're talking about? We are talking about River Nyabuhanzi, River YouTube. That's the one they're talking about. Yes, it is what it is, guys. Joe O and O in the house. I'm taking this time to welcome you guys because I don't have any other way of welcoming you, okay? Osays was so angry and had to comment on his video, told him that young thief could be his future child, also share M-Pesa of grandmother, not his. Now, when we start talking about these things, let me tell you, these are the things that brought problems when we were doing the Caster fundraising. I was pulling the mother's number when Mura, they were busy pulling the GoFundMe. And by the end of the day, oh, Qarol, you are taking the family's money. How am I taking the family's money when I'm giving you her mother's number? This is the number to the person who is responsible. Send the money to this person. What did they do? And then when we talk, they say, oh, you are too evil. Joe O says, Mr. Fruits, eat some sugar cane to neutralize your bitterness. Yeah, thank you so much. Sugar is good, you know, sugar is very good. It can reduce too much bitterness and all that. So, Marwa has come back again, hungry for content, hungry for views, hungry for everything, for attention. The man is all over the place. The village life is not easy. You know, it's not easy for content. So we can excuse him and expect more drama in that village. So long as he's still around, there'll be more drama and more drama and more drama. For you viewers, oh, this is my village. Look, this is how we are living in this village. These children are thieves. These children are Ray. These children are Ray. Who is entertaining these children when they hear Mura is in the village? How come this child was not a thief before Mura came in? Why now? Why now? Denny, stop this live stream immediately or you see, forget about it. This live stream is covered with the blood of Jesus, okay? You are welcome. Sit down and chill. If you feel like it's not for you, you can go and watch something else. It is a free world, okay? Very free world. Relax, pray, and relax, okay? If you have nothing else to do, sleeping is a better thing for you to go and do. Just sleep, chill, and, you know, just mind your own stuff, okay? Relax. We are not here with bad intentions. We are only trying to criticize and analyze some of the public videos out here. Nothing personal, chill. Demented followers he has, why do they keep sending money to him, not to the vulnerable, to his videos? They are stupidest people to ever exist on planet Earth. That is O's opinion. Charity has been turned to exploitation, unfortunately. If a heart cat ran through the villa, Marwa will activate his donators. Yeah, it looks like so many people have known so many things that I haven't even known myself. The champ is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Miss G, I saw D buying juice from the supermarket today for his mom and dad. And why? And the way they say they don't take processed juices. He gets the opportunity. Celine, umetoka wapi sauti? Cecilia Tirhela Shivuri, you are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. Imefanya na sauti. Anyway, guys, I've seen a hungry Rastaman walking in the village, looking for content, looking for views, looking for donations all over the place. A kid that has been a visitor in his home, a child, a 14-year-old boy. Christine tells, you are welcome. A boy that has been, a 14-year-old boy that has been a visitor in his home. This 14-year-old boy that Marwa has been feeding every time, every day he comes in that villa. The kid that has worked and stayed in that villa for long has become the content of the day. So the hungry man will walk with his camera, pull on his face without even his permission, without his parents' permission. He'll walk in their home freely without the parents' permission. He'll start filming them without asking them. How rude. What is he doing with all this content? He's only monetizing this content for his own money. And by the end of the day, he says, you see this camera here? This is your God. This camera is your God. It's dramatic from my end because I feel like he has lost it for views. Guys, is this the way to go? If you say that you're the person who is inspiring people, you are in the village, what are these villagers doing that is at least better or good that can also inspire the other people who are living abroad so that they might feel like, oh, this village is a good place to stay? What is it they're showing us? Apart from this old drama, you know? And by the end of the day, they're calling people, oh, come to the village, come here in the village, come buy land. It is safe over here. What shows that it is safe over here, apart from all this drama? That's one thing that I really want to understand. Yeah? Some think this was set up. Actually, most people have said that even in his own comment section. People have been saying so many things, you know? It's a scam. It's a scam. I've seen in the comment people writing, oh, a thief. What did they say? A thief doing what? A thief chasing a thief. Thieves will always know thieves. Thieves are always chasing thieves. Why are these people saying all this? Even in the comment section, even from other reactors, I've been seeing such comments, you know? This guy stole is the right word we are using here, stole the blue jacket from Richard. If you did not see that video, we reacted about it some 2 years back. Richard was very shocked on Marwa's camera when he saw Marwa packing. Actually, he had packed the jacket and Richard saw it at the airport and he was very shocked and he showed his face. We reacted on that. So from that point, we knew he never gave out that jacket. And this the same blue jacket that we always see him with. It. A friend gave me this jacket. You know, this jacket is very expensive. We all saw what happened. While they were traveling in Africa, at some point, was it in Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe? Where was that place that they stole those apples that were in the kitchen? They stole some apples, some fruits. Mr. Fruits Money, did you see that video when they stole? Nini menitosha. Shares mentosha. Did you see that? Hey. Now, thieves are chasing thieves. These are not my words, okay? People are writing in the comment section, among other things. I've seen Got Matata. We will check on what Got Matata was actually posting also from his end. But let me share with you some of the comments also that came from Marwa's side. Okay, let me pull it here. Wow. This is very interesting, guys. I hope you can see this loud and clear. I don't know if you can see that. Not really. Let me add it on my stage. Bring bananas and you can enter the villa. So, American Patriot has always been straight with Marwa. I've always seen him writing to Marwa with a lot of sense. And this is what he said. Marwa, you should not call him a thief publicly. Why was Marwa calling the boy a thief? According to this video that Marwa did, the title of the video was Visiting the Court Thief in the Villa Beyond Tears. Visiting the court thief in the villa, and it's beyond tears. So this person says, Marwa, you should not call him a thief publicly. He is a parentless child living under adverse conditions. Brian needs a parent's love, direction, and attention. He is hurting deep inside. I'm 48 years old, and throughout my life, I deeply miss my father, who passed away when I was 9 years old. Marwa, you had a life as a youngster also. You migrated to Colombia, where you find your way today. Take Brian, be a mentor in his life without publicly shaming him and giving him thief boy names. Brian, with your help, can become a doctor, an educator, a very influential person, or even the president, also a mentor to many in the future. Brian self-respect. Teach Brian self-respect. Teach him to love himself. You know, I don't know how Marwa will teach him to love himself or teach him to self-respect himself when Marwa himself doesn't exercise those. Marwa should teach him. I think this message is going through someone who is not like able to do this, but this is how the message goes, okay? Teach him to be patient. Is a Marwa patient person? Teach him not to envy people for what they have. Is Marwa the same person? But to strive for his own. And let him know his worth. Does Marwa know his worth? Oh my goodness. Okay. Brian may be, and I said, may be the one to be there for you one day. That's the point that we got from this person trying to tell Mura. We know he's a thief, but what is this shouting and screaming all about? We don't understand, you know? Kit Kat, I see in the house. Thank you so much for coming through. I can see JT in the house. Thank you guys for coming through. The Passage Finders also here. Gracie Griffins in the house. Asanteni sana for joining in. Why are you screaming? Why would you just scream about this? Yes, it happened, but will you find a way to make it better? You guys, you did it for Murimi. Murimi stole your construction materials and you gave him a second chance. And you people have been preaching about, oh, everyone deserves a second chance. Everyone deserves a second chance. Why are you not giving this young boy a second chance? Why would a mature drunkard be given a second chance and a young boy cannot be given that second chance? I don't know if that is really working for them, or I don't know. This is just crazy, you know? It's not really adding up. Imagine you having a very drunk guy who doesn't even know what he wants in life. He's like all over the place. All over the place. And you're coming up saying, oh, and forcing him to admit some things that he did not even do. Shame him. Shame him very well in front of your cameras and say, we have forgiven him. Everyone deserves a second chance. What is the difference here? There's a very big difference. There's a young man that has done wrong. There's a young man that also deserves a second chance. There's a young man who needs direction. There's a young man here who is parentless. He needs someone to guide, you know, because he's not broken. It's not like Murimi. Murimi, you don't know even how to start. That one is a very broken guy. Unless David Jr. goes to take the wife and take him to Nairobi for rehabilitation. Otherwise, I don't know how they can help that Murimi guy. The man is all over the place. Broken. Zero. But again, he's the one who deserves the second chance, isn't it? What about this parentless boy that did this mistake and he needs guidance? Marwa had to wait for people to come for him. So people really came for him. And this, what I'm reading, is some of the messages that they were writing to him. BL said here, I'm not understanding. If Marwa can report fellow YouTubers and reactors to YouTube for so-called violations, why can't someone report him for all his violations? Stand up. And actually, I had people calling in that same very comment section. People are calling to report that video. So for those who did not come through, please do, because it's too much already even to deal with. Diane was asking, so was it really necessary to ask the boy what police did? Because he was asking him, what did the police do to you? Le. And the script was scripting very well. That boy looked very good for having received a severe beating. I'm not buying that story. Me too. I could see the boy when he was being asked. I could see the boy squeezing his face as if the boy was in pain. So after Mura had did what he did to this boy, now he's going back to say, oh, you know, I have come in peace. I've come in peace. We have just come to see this. It's all about vulnerability, isn't it, guys? It's so sad they will choose such families to be playing games with. They'll choose such people to be playing their games with. Where are the stories, guys? I've asked you so many times. You should tell me, where are these good stories that people should be learning with these guys from the village? Why are they always sad story and poor people? You mean in this village, they don't have people who are able? They are living in their homes. Marwa could not even get to them. They're there, even their own neighbors. Their doors are closed. Their gates, they are closed. Many of them, they will never show you those people. They will go picking these vulnerable ones. Humble people like these ones. These are the ones that they'll go picking. It's unfortunate this is happening in 2025. And who is causing all this to happen? Because when he was not around, we never used to hear such stories. Why are they happening when he is here? Why is it's now that these things are happening? Now, after beating the boy, even without knowing him, embarrassing the boy without knowing, because the first thing when he caught that boy, he would have taken the boy. He would have taken the boy to where he comes from. He would have decided to punish the boy after knowing where the boy is coming from. But imagine he has taken the boy to the police. The boy has been hurt. 14-year-old boy has been hurt. And this is the same story that happened with David Jr. If you remember how David Jr. was taken to the police custody by this same Marwa. David Jr. came out and made a very, very emotional video and said, I will never love him. So is taking people to the police station a permanent solution to the problems that arise in the village? Am I behind? Eh?
Oh, shule gani? Oh, hapo Nyamaharaga. Hamkuwa ifuatilia mjue baba ya mtoto at least.
Tulifuatilia lakini hiyo baba ni kama sijui. Hata kujua alikoelekea. Hata tulijaribu kupigia simu.
So guys, the grandmother is telling me Brian's father is actually not dead, but Brian's mother got pregnant while she was in high school. So she came to deliver Brian so delivering Brian, a month later, she passed on or she died. So technically Brian has a dad, but they don't know where the dad is. That is the thing. Brian has a dad, but they don't know because Brian's mother was impregnated while in school. And the home here, which is Brian's mother's home, they went to look for the father who tells me Brian could be 13, could be. That is something I didn't like because at least we should know the age. But she's suggesting that he could be 13 or 14. Brian himself says he's 14, so I'll go with Brian because probably he knows his birthday and all these things. So that is the story of Brian, the boy who stole from my home. Yes. Sasa hapa nani anang'ang'ana na Brian? Kuna simu nilipigiwa juzi ya cousin ya Brian mmoja. Sitaki nitaje jina. Akaniambia wamejaribu kumsaidia Brian.
Marwa is there giving the story Brian, as if now he knows it better. He has come because people have come for him and they've told him, Marwa, you should go and help that boy. What would have Marwa done? To come and give you the story about Brian, how his mother conceived him, how the mother died, how the father they were looking for. How I don't know who did what, who did that, who did what. After people have been writing to him, telling him like, Mura, wake up. That is not how you're supposed to deal with that situation. What is happening right now is that you have to stand up and mentor that boy. Help him out. And what does he do after they've asked him to go and, help the boy? He decides to come with the camera. Now, this is the help that people have been talking about. Is this the same? These are the people that are always helping him because watching is helping, because after watching, you earn from it. After super slapping, you earn from it, isn't it? You are super slapping, you are watching, you are supporting him. So what is he doing after you guys are supporting him? You are telling him, go and support that boy. And what he does, he is working with his camera for collecting. Guys, am I on or I'm stuck? Kindly let me know. Because my video is telling me that I'm somehow stuck somewhere. Oh, please, Marwa knows very well that his mentally challenged audience is going to send him to help. That's why he came with the story to begin with, Diane says. I don't know what's going on. This evil will stretch this story until there's nothing else to gain. Is this what people were asking for when they sent him to go and check on the boy and help him? Did they want the whole story? Because what is this whole story going to help the boy with? Or you with? Do you want all the stories, or you just want Mura Senso to help the boy? These are different things that we're looking at right now. So he pulled the camera and he started telling this boy, like, listen, bro, You see this camera that I'm holding? This is your God. And now this one, my heart sank. I was like, what did he just say? What is this? Why would someone say something like this? This camera is your God?
Ukweli kabisa, hii ndio muda unaweza saidika. Hii kamera isipokusaidia rafiki yangu, hiyo itakuwa ngumu sasa hata kwenda hapo mbele. Yaani hapa ndio Mungu amekukujia.
Marwa says this camera is going to help you, and if this camera doesn't help you, then there is nothing else I can do. Yani, this camera is going to help you. This camera is your helper. It's like your God has just come. Yani hapa ndio Mungu amekukujia. I've never understood why Marwa takes his camera as a God. At some point, we have all known that, but we have never known on which percentage, like how serious is he about his camera and calling his camera a God. At this point, I knew we are in this thing. Like, this thing is here. Wow, this is your God? Okay.
I'm telling him, guys, this is the moment God has shown up for him. If this camera...
So, who is the God that has shown up for him? The camera or the man in the rastas? Which one? Lord have mercy.
Camera cannot help him.
Wait.
Shule.
What?
Nataka uongee ukweli kabisa. Hii ndio muda unaweza saidika. Hii kamera isipokusaidia rafiki yangu, hiyo itakuwa ngumu sasa hata kwenda hapo mbele. Yaani hapa ndio Mungu amekukujia. I'm telling him, guys, this is the moment God has shown up for him. If this camera cannot help him, I'm telling you, because people have been helped through this camera a million times. So I want him to be as honest as possible. Useme ukweli kabisa mra. Ukweli ile ya Mungu. Ndio tuone unaweza saidika aje. Ndio kesho kutu usiuliwe hapa. Bila hivyo ukachoma hapa. Utasikia bwana na sambirwa anibitoke imukiri.
Now, this one is even beyond me. I really don't know even what to say on this one. What are you guys talking about? Huh? Meanwhile, him and Rocio over there getting their hauls done and massages. Yeah, they had gone for those massage that Jamaican uncle is pimping. I mean, trying to bribe them for him to overstay in the villa, isn't it? So sad. Gracie says the boy stole a phone and gives the boy a camera, and the boy has no food or electricity to download videos. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't know. Imagine if the internet is cut off today, they will all die. Marwa, shut up. Kit Kat says, the champ says he can tell about everyone else in the family matter, but not one word about his father. It's so sad. He can tell about everyone else family matters, but not one word about his father, Mr. Kohera. Unfortunately, this is happening. Kamo says, Mara thinks he is God Almighty. So sad. Mary says Marwa's God is money. He literally manifests money through his camera by begging. Hey, guys, how can you comment on this one? My camera is your God. When you see this camera here with me, this is the God. Like, if this camera is not going to work for you, I don't know how I can help you. He's saying that while he is recording their faces, he is recording their home. He's recording everyone in that home and talking to almost everyone in their home for his video to be monetized. He'll get money on it, you know, but at the same time, he doesn't have any other way of helping this boy. The interrogation went on. If we go back to the interrogation part, I want to show you how this boy was not feeling well after he came back from all the beating from the police. It was a very sad affair. I saw the boy and I was like, no, I don't want this to happen again. I'm just praying like, Mura, please get out of that home. Get out of that village. People need to rest at least. Because this is just so bad. This one is just so bad. It's just so bad, guys. My internet looks like it's interneting. My internet is interneting. Oh my goodness. I wanted to show you how that boy was really hurting when he was being asked all these questions by Mura himself.
We also had some good information before Brian arriving. Hey Brian, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yes, police. What did police do to you?
Hit me.
They give you serious discipline.
Yes.
And what did they tell you?
To come home.
To come home.
Yes.
So you came alone?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, this is Brian, the guy who stole. First, introduce yourself. What's your name?
Brian Burure.
Guys, did you see how that boy is squeezing his eyes and trying to hold his neck? Because if you ever had children, you will know when they're hurting. Especially boys, naughty boys like Brian. They'll hurt and they will never tell you they're hurting. Sometimes they'll be so much in pain and they're looking at you, but they're in pain. Like if you're not a very keen parent, you will never understand these things. I've grown up with boys myself. I know how they behave. I can tell you for sure that boy is in pain. Is it like this? Yeah, I think it's like this. Yes, Cecilia. That's what I noticed firsthand. Like, I'm looking at the boy is like, you got the thorough. What do you mean by a thorough beating? The boy is hurting. He's trying to close the eyes as he's trying to answer those questions. And as a man, if you see a real man squeezing himself and trying to struggle, that guy is in pain. Boys, sometimes they don't show these signs. Like you'll be like, I'm fine. But when it reaches a point where now he's trying to balance by touching himself to, to twist, then no, that guy is hurting. The same guy that the face is being taken for views and content and revenue. He's here hurting like this. And Mura is happily asking him questions on how. I really wanted to show you what this boy is passing through. So that, guys, we can understand the level of pain that Marwa has put on this boy. As much as he's busy asking people to help him through his own contacts. Unfortunately, this is happening in the villa. Look at the boy. Let me pull back again so that you guys can see what I'm trying to say.
To come home?
Yes.
So you came alone?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, this is Brian, the guy who stole. First, introduce yourself. What's your name?
Brian Burure.
Brian Burure? Only two names?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you, Brian?
14 years.
14 years.
Yes.
Who is this Brian to you?
Shush.
You are Shosh.
Yeah.
Shosh, guys, means grandma. So, Brian,
Yes.
first and foremost, what did you do to my home?
So this interrogation, I don't know where it's heading to at this point. Did you come to prove to the people that this boy came to steal the phone, or what was the content of the day to come and prove how he's still a thief? If you really now want to help him, people have told you he doesn't need that, he needs love. Do you still need to insist exposing him in a negative way like this? Like, you've come to, I've done wrong, and you're coming like, let's make peace and see a way forward. And you're still coming to remind me how I'm a thief. How is that going to help? Is it not even offending someone more or helping? Tell me what kind of help this one. So what did you do to my home? Like, seriously?
What did you steal?
A phone.
Phone and what and what and what? Say everything.
Phone.
Mhm.
Headphones.
Mhm.
And a mic.
And the mic.
Yes.
So what was your plan with those items?
To use.
To use. Mhm. So this is your home.
Yes.
Where is your room? Let's go to your room. We see and then we come back. Mama, tuone nyumba yake.
Hi. Okay. Marwa decides to start exploring the home without this grandma's permission. You see how they're using these vulnerable guys in the village? I want to show people this. Let's go to your room. He's not even asking, can you kindly show me? Would you mind showing me the room? Would you mind showing me this? Would you mind showing me that? Guys, this is the thief that I caught. It's okay, Mura, she's a thief. I'm not against that. But why are you invading their home like this? This is how they do in their villages. If this is how you people do things in your villages, I feel so sorry. So they went on, and Marwa started to expose everything that is happening in Brian's home.
This is your room, Brian. You can come if you want. Guys, this is Brian's room. We want to check. You can put some light. We see what is going on here. Guys, this is Brian's room. It's very dark. Brian has a big stick. What is this big stick for, Brian? Closing the door. I close, we see how you close it. It's good that you understand, guys, the situation for Brian, so that sometimes we don't kill a young man for no reason. That is how you sleep.
Wait, what did I hear? What did I hear? Close the door so that we don't kill a young man for no reason.
Situation for Brian, so that sometimes we don't kill a young man for no reason. That is.
So, did you come here yesterday before you took him to the police station to understand the situation in which this boy has come from? No, you decided to take this man to the police station to be beaten. So what if he would have died from there? What if he dies because of the beatings? What if something happens to him because of that? Is it not too late to come and start showing us all these things? Is it not too late to come and tell us, oh, show us, people, so people can know, so that we don't kill a young man because of no reason? If you would have known that you are going to kill this young man, you would have come as early as possible to rescue him. Yes, this is exploitation, Mary. This is exploitation of the highest order. At this point, it's more than what you are looking at.
This is how you sleep. With all this, you don't fear even somebody can pass there. Okay. And what is inside here? This is your bed. Mm-hmm. This is a mattress or no mattress? No mattress.
This is a question. Caution for chair.
Caution for chair. Yes, chair seats, guys. You see these things, cautions. So Brand sleeps here. This is what by what Gitriba.
Gitriba. What is Gitriba doing in this home? Gitriba, the child molestation, is assisting the man who had always had this what you call bad reputation. And I don't know even the case if it's still going on. I'm sure the case is still going on. Now he's acting like a saint over here. The Gitriba that was running left, right, and center with Rocio. Marwa coming to expose him. He's there now behaving like a saint. He's sleeping on occasions. You go and show us where your child is sleeping. Where's your child right now? Was it not Triba's baby that was coughing at the villa, the one that they were chasing? I don't know. This whole story, guys, it's all scripted. As always. Marwa coming out to shame this boy. Marwa coming out to interrogate this boy. Marwa coming out to tell the boy how his camera has become his God. And if nothing comes from this camera as he's showing that video, if someone is not coming through to help him, then the boy's life has ended. Is the boy's life really ending, guys, according to what you know? Or according to Marwa, he's the person who is living. The others are not living. The others, maybe they're just escorting others to live life. For him, this is living now. So he's bringing in the camera and telling the boy, this is the time. The camera is going to help you. It's going to help you. And if it doesn't, there is nothing I can do about it. Scripting the whole story and even asking people to help this family through his own contacts. And I'm thinking, what about grandma's contacts? Because look at the way also she's living in that home. These children nowadays, they want, they're competing also with others, sometimes peer pressure. He is 14, for God's sake. He also would love to have a phone. They always hear that there is something called TikTok. They want to see TikTok. They want to see all these things. The grandmother cannot afford anything. The boy is becoming jumpy. The boy needs someone to cool him down and tell him, listen, go back to school. But what is Marwa doing here? Exploiting even him more and more and more and more. Scripting all these stories for views, for his own channel. And by the end of the day, telling him, not even giving him hope. No, telling him that it's only the camera that is your God. Without the camera, you are a nobody. Nothing is going to happen. Since Mura came in, after purchasing the Mercedes-Benz with those reactors money, I knew things are going to be very bad at this point. Drama is about to start. And this is what usually happens when the funds are running low. When the funds are running low, this is what they usually start. Drama after drama after drama after drama. This is sad.
Hii kamera isipokusaidia rafiki yangu, hiyo itakuwa ngumu sasa hata kwenda hapo mbele. Yaani hapa ndiyo Mungu amekukujia. I'm telling him, guys, this is the moment God has shown up for him. If this camera cannot help him, I'm telling you, because people have been helped through this camera a million times.
Is that what people wanted Marwa to do to start with? Tell me how the camera is going to help this boy to go back to school. Tell me how the camera is going to teach this child to be humble, to be patient, going to school is a good, because according to that whole story, I've heard that there's an aunt of his who is paying school fees. So the boy left the school fees and the uniform back at school, and he came back home for this. And I don't understand, guys. Children have closed schools anyway. No one is at school right now, isn't it? They're trying to portray that Brian left school. He ran away from school. But all children are home. Hello, children, see. Hello, all the children's at home. All the kids that are home. Like, no one is in school. As we speak, no one is in school. Everyone is at home. He left the whole, suitcase back at school. They always do leave those things at school when they close. So what are we talking about here? They say that there's an auntie who is paying school fees. Hey, today, these things are flying here too much. I've seen so many false teacher preachers run the same scam, evil Marwa. Edwin Jones says, if I'm that granny, I will never allow Kenge in my home. I would rather wallow in poverty than be helped by Kenge's occultic caste money. Shane says. Elvis says, Karma will come for Marwa. He will understand again what it means to be poor someday. Not for long. Things gonna overturn because the way I'm seeing him heading, God help us all. God help us all. So what is going to happen to the boy? They've closed school and the boy is around and there's an auntie who is paying for school fees, according to what they've said. So what does Mura really need at this point? What is this camera God going to do for him? He has the school uniforms. They are at school. When they open school, he will go back. They are well set at the dormitory somewhere in his suitcase. All those suitcases are always locked until when everyone goes back to school. The audience simply asked Mura, please talk to him. It was all about talking, Mura Senso. It was not about asking from the camera for money to come to your own account. I don't know if I had it well or I'm the one who's being lost over here. Let's go back again. Let's go back to that comment, isn't it? Let's go back to this comment again. Are we in? Yes, we are in stage, isn't it? Okay. Marwa, you should not call him a thief publicly. He is a parentless child living under adverse conditions. Brian needs a parent's love, direction, and attention. And my question is that what Marwa is giving out? Because what he's asking for is not love, direction, and attention. Marwa is looking at something very different. Not love, not direction, not attention. This boy needs someone to just talk to him and put some sense into him. They don't need the money like someone is paying for the school fees. But even if the donors come through, for how long are they going to help? What is the permanent solution here that we are looking at a long-time solution for this boy? You, as the person in the village that all boys are looking after, for, what is it that you have to give? The camera? Call your God the camera and pull on his face and tell him this is how I can help him? Did he say that that's what he needs? Take Brian, be a mentor in his life. This person went on. Take Brian and be a mentor in his life without publicly shaming him and give him thief boy names. And when he went back, did he do that? Did he stop publicly shaming him? No. He went back to his home and he even shamed him more and more and more. In his home. One day, Brian will be a person. He might end up to be an engineer, a doctor, or something. Mura one day will be sick, will go to the hospital. You will find this Brian over there. Do you know what he will do to you? Child trauma is very, very dangerous thing. People have never understood this. Myself, I remember the things, the bad things, especially the bad things that other people said to me when I was young. I remember the sad things or bad things people used to say or do to me when I was very young. I'll never forget. Sometimes when I go back in the village, I will look at someone and I'm like, that woman shouted at me. You will always remember those things. And especially for those ones who used to look at you like you will end up to be a nobody. Now they're looking at you like, wow, she's the one who's doing better. You can't know people's future lives. What if one day you walk in and he's the manager? You walk in and he's the doctor who is supposed to take care of you. And that child, those children memories are still like fresh in your mind, like always. I remember all the good things. I remember all the songs we used to sing, you know. I remember all the good seasons that we used to go through. All the bad ones, I remember them like yesterday. That's what happens to children. They will remember it and it will disturb them for the rest of the days. Do you think this boy will ever forgive Marwa for what he did to him, as much as yes, he stole the phone? Was that the right way to go about it? These people, guys, in short, they did not want too many stories. They only wanted Mr. Marwa to look for this boy, mentor him, teach him how to live life, you know, talk to him, you know, help him to understand the advantages of going to school, you know, just help him. Like talking to him was enough. It was enough more than taking him to the police station. There's so many reactors back there in the villages. They were supposed to be taken to the police station. What happened? There were so many people that he's been fighting with, even on the road, like Mogesi and the rest of them. Why is he not taking them to court or to the police station? Yeah? Why this boy? Why not Murimi, the person who stole their construction, whatever? Why? Why this boy? It is so sad that this is happening in Nyabohansi in this 2025 that we're living in. It's very, very sad. It's very, very sad. Elvis Marwa worked this boy by grooming him to steal. I don't know about that, you know. Welcome, Light Brown. I see in the house, Miss P in the house. Welcome, welcome. What is this? Steve Marwa doesn't think about any financial issues that the rest of the world is having. Donations aren't what they used to be. But also, why would you be talking about donations from Monday to Monday, January to January? Is it not tiring at some point? Never enough. For me, the last word I can say is that for those who are actually who actually wants to help that boy, try the best that you can help that boy with by getting to the grandmother. If you know someone who knows the grandmother, they're older in the villages, get to those people in the village and know how to help the grandmother, because also the grandmother needs help. She doesn't have a job and she needs to feed this boy. And sometimes these boys, they want to eat good, you know. If you want to help the boy, start with the grandmother. There's an aunt who is paying school fees, for God's sake. Let the grandmother cook some good food for the boy to stay at home. Because what I've always known is that whenever the parents are cooking some good foods, you will never go far. You'll just be walking around like this, you know. It should start with the grandmother before we get to the boy, because this is where these whole problems are coming from. But don't come out and tell us that the boy has run away from the school. No, the schools have closed. And that is why all these shenanigans. These children, they're idle. They're looking for something to do. They want to go and see TikTok and all these things. They also will love, you know, to have these phones. Maybe only wanted to watch some TikTok videos, and that is all. And he doesn't even know whether that phone has internet or not. They're in the village, guys. They are in the village. Joe, thank you so much for your super slap. I really appreciate your love and support big time. The real thieves will, with Popo, are watching him drive that Mercedes at city center. He was better off buying a used Toyota to live long in poor neighborhoods. You adapt and don't show your wealth. But what is he doing? Completely opposite the different. He's showing off too much. He's also attracting these thieves as well. Before you know it, people will be coming to pick the wheels. When he leaves, they'll be coming to pick the windscreen and all those things. It is so sad that this is happening. So my last word is that for those who want to help the grandmother, get the grandmother's contact, help her out. If this issue has to end, talk to the person who is taking care of the boy. He's been there for this boy since this boy was born. She knows everything that this boy needs. She might not be able, you know, to give him what he needs or to provide for all his needs. Maybe the boy is being jumpy because he wants to go and sell those bananas so that he can get a phone or a good shoe or a good clothes to put on. You never know. There is something that is missing in this boy. Someone needs to talk to him and understand, what is it that he is missing? What is that thing that he's looking for at this age in time? Because definitely there is something. But the only person that knows this boy from birth is the grandmother. She knows it all. So if you would deal with the grandmother, you would have dealt with the whole. It's like uprooting something and leaving the roots down there. You know, you have to uproot. You have to start from the soil, uproot from down there as you're coming out. Otherwise, I'll be signing off. Kamo says, I hope Marwa is prepared for what is coming his way. Marwa hates it. Whew. Guys, Marwa hates it when donations are given directly because then he can't skim off the top. Unfortunately, that's the best way that this boy can be helped with. But if you people are telling us that you want to continue selling this money, it's up to you. I don't need to convince anyone to know what they need to do. I don't need to convince anyone. Maro said he will give the brother a phone. Maybe he can go directly to the brother cousin once he gets the phone. For what exactly? That is the help that is needed? Okay, I don't know. Lalia, if you ever donate, kindly make sure the person you send counts that money in front of the camera. You saw what happened to Slim's mommy. Wasn't Marwa telling the boy to get him bananas? That's grooming for aiding and getting his cream. Yes, he was telling him, go and bring more, go and get more. And the boy will go and steal bananas and bring, because those bananas were cheaper than how they were buying them in the market. So the boy was stealing and stealing and stealing. And that is why people say here that he was grooming him. And now he has turned upside down and he's talking about other things. What will he teach him to do? To go and even, steal more? What are we looking at? We want him to go and teach. Like, what is it that he's supposed to teach him? Anyway, I'm leaving it at that. You people, you know how you do your things better. If you want to help in the way that is, accepted. The way that you know that this man will really reach the boy. But if you want to continue with those con games and scams and, being lied to, then it's also up to you. The money is yours. You understand where you have to put your money. We don't need to tell you what to do. We are only here to open your eyes so that you can see and do the right things. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel, A.M Qarol, okay? Subscribe. Hit on the notification bell so that every time we upload a new video, you'll be among the first people to be notified. We have amazing merchandise. Check them out. Yes, you can check them out just to support this channel, A.M Qarol. And from my side, I say, asanteni sana and God bless. Miss P says, the swamp woman is always lying and preying on vulnerable children. His own child will pay for the price for the things he does to the children, to the village in the children. And I say, that is how it's going to be. It has always like that. What you do to other children, your own child will be done the same. Also, Kohera said it, isn't it? It is bye-bye from me, guys. Let's meet on the next one, because reaction is here to stay. Reaction will continue to stay. It is bye-bye from my side.